Hello there. Didn't see you there. Just out here smoking a brisket. I don't know if you could see it in there. It's wrapped in some butcher paper. I have my cinematographer right behind her. Say hi, Claire.
Hi, students.
So today is Saturday, September 19th, 2020. This is my first ever brisket I've ever smoked. I am now in the 9th hour of cooking. I got up early this morning, trimmed the brisket, took about 3.5 pounds off of it. It was is there something wrong?
No.
Is it still good?
It said lower power mode.
Low power mode?
Yeah.
Did you turn it on?
I said yes.
Oh, I don't like low power mode. I like just writing it down to the end.
20%.
How many?
You have 20% battery.
That's 20% is good. Anyway, so it was a 13.5 pound brisket. Picked it up at Costco last night. I met Miss Maddox and her husband Ryan, and Ryan's cooking one at his house today too. His was I think his was like a 17 pounder. But after I trimmed off 3.5 pounds, there's about 10 pounds left. So they say about an hour, hour and a half per pound. I think it's pretty much done, but I want to get that full 10 hours on it. You might hear the runaway pancake. The girls are taking a bath and listening to the runaway pancake. You're making me nervous, Claire. This is my first ever audience. You can stay.
No, I'll check on the pizza.
Oh, you're gonna check on the pizza. Didn't quite get the brisket done in time for dinner, so we're having some Costco Detroit style pizza. Kind of looking forward to that. But this should be done around 6. But I need to get all the way up to 203 degrees internal to be fully cooked as a brisket, which is really hot for meat. Typically, you only have to get up to like 150. But brisket is a very, you want to be very tender. What's the word? It's very tough meat, so you really have to cook it for a long time to break it down and make it tender. It used to be a cut of meat that people would just basically throw away because it was too hard to cook, but really, really popular right now. So anyway, I'll let you know how that goes. This video series is kind of turned into a barbecue series. I think this is my 4th total barbecue episode. So where are we in the school year? It's kind of hard to tell sometimes, but one big piece of new bright news is we have our progress reports as teachers do, I believe, Tuesday night, the 22nd. So what does that mean as a student? You 6th graders to be your first progress report. It's not a big deal. It's just that, a progress report. So we usually do it with about 4 weeks left in the quarter. And it's just a snapshot of your grades at the time. It's not your fixed final grade or anything like that. And it just kind of shows you how you're doing. And then you can either hold that. So if you have like straight A's, you want to hold it to the report card. If you have grades you're not satisfied with, you have 4 weeks or so to raise them. And so I like to see growth on that. It's tricky if you have all A's. Sometimes like, okay, I have all A's, I'm good, but you still have to keep that high level that you're at. And then if you want to do some improvement, you got plenty of time for that. So don't stress out about it as like a report card, because it's just a progress report. And so those will be going out. Typically we hand them out and then you have to have your parents sign them. So I'm not sure if we're going to mail them this year or just shoot emails to your parents. I think we're going to mail them. So anyway, look for that. And if you see anything on there that disagrees with what you thought you had in the class, or even if Illuminate's different, shoot your teacher an email or ask them in class, because we make mistakes. So let's say we have 150 students. We do 10 assignments, 20 assignments a quarter. This is a lot of math really quickly. Let's say it's a 10. So that's 1,500 times a teacher has to put a grade in. And let's just say that teacher was operating at 95% accuracy, which would be an A. 5% of 1,500, I guess that's 75. So that would mean that's like 75 grades would be kind of messed up. So I'm not sure if all that math was right, but if your teacher makes a mistake, let them know. I make mistakes in my grades all the time, unfortunately, and I'm glad when students point it out. Sometimes I make a mistake in your favor, but really look at Illuminate, because you have one person to worry about in terms of grades, whereas us as teachers have 150 or so, and we don't know exactly if we make a mistake. So it's kind of your student responsibility to do that. We try not to make mistakes, but even if we're working at 99% accuracy out of 1,500 assignments, 1% would be 15. So it does happen. Anyway, I'm usually at 100%, but you never know. What else I have to say? Oh, This is a couple weeks late, but I got an email from Itzley. So Itzley is a 7th grader this year at New Brighton, and she came to a lot of our office hours, me and Mr. Cutter's office hours, even though she wasn't in either of our classes because she just wanted to learn as much science as possible. So I hope Itzley's in science this year. And anyway, she had her birthday a couple weeks ago, and she wanted a birthday shout out, and I totally spaced on it. So happy birthday, Itzley. This last week in class, I think I only had one birthday. Thane Marsh was on Friday the 18th. And then I know I have some coming up. My birthday is in a little over a week. So it's also Mr. Ryberg's wife's Casey birthday on Monday the 28th. So anyway, I'll wrap this up. I'm really excited about the brisket. Like I said, I'll let you know how it goes. I'm having a lot of fun this year, students. I had a good conversation with Mr. Dixon and Miss Maddox this afternoon. Been texting with Mr. Edgar, Mr. Ryberg, Mr. Z, Mr. Domo called earlier as well, real quickly. So anyway, New Brighton's kind of like a big family. And we miss all of you students at school, but really proud of all the hard work you're doing on distance learning. So I will see you in class this week. Hopefully have a nice weekend, beautiful weather, and I will talk to you soon.